OK。久しぶりのゲーム配信。いいんじゃない？ユニフォーム選べるようになってる。これでしょう。セルツね。やろうやろう。めっちゃ
I'm Mike Wang, the gameplay director for NBA 2K. And this episode is for everyone who wants to
楽しん
improve
で
their
もらえ
dribbling.
たら嬉しいです。
Dribbling in NBA 2K is all done with the Pro
今日
Stick.
は3
A
試合
simple
ぐらい
flick
で
of
き
the
たら
right stick will give you all your standard
やり
crossovers,
たいなって
between
思っ
legs
ているん
crossovers,
で、
behind the back
ぜひぜ
dribbles,
ひ見てきてくだ
hesitations,
さい。
in and out moves, and step backs.
やりたくてうずうずしてたからね。
Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline.
プログラムしとこうか。
Let's check out Chicago's starting
ブロックパー
lineup.
ティーでブロックパー
At
ティ
the
ー。
guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. MP is out there with Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. And for the Celtics,
OK。
the wing pairing, it's White and Brown.
スクリーン
Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. And it's Simons in at the 1.
Yeah, great drive by Giddey. He loves probing avenues to the
いい
basket.
いいじゃん。
Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
Floats it up for MP. Back to Giddey. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Jason Tatum.
Well, you talk about a player displaying complete dominance on the floor. This is it. And it seemed like he could do no wrong as he was a factor in really every facet of the game. A truly remarkable performance.
And it's Simons missing. About 1 minute
一
in.
瞬止めようか。てってって誰か見に来てくれないかな、この間に。
first quarter. Here's Buzelis. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from.
また始まった。誰か見に来てください。暑い。お風呂出た後暑すぎる。
Tatum. Pass to Simons. Back to Tatum. It's White on the wing. Lets it go with a three. They get it back. Tatum. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now, here's Dosumu, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte.
Well, that's a shot the defenses often dare Giddey to make, but he's shown improved accuracy.
Brown outside. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as a coach. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go. How about the energy he showed on the glass, outworking everyone and getting rewarded for it?
Pass to Keita. Here's White. Now Simons. And stolen by Giddey. Floats it up for MP. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. And it's White missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Bulls this season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these teams...
Push. どんな感じ ?88%、33、29。
Here's Giddey. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Boucher in at center. That's the Boston Five.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons. Player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
Yeah, he's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on White. So staying after an up and down start to his career, Kobe White is now a proven scoring threat.
He sure as heck is, Kevin.
だってもう何ブロックしてんの
And it's because of two things in my mind. Great confidence and great energy every single night. So he's always running and moving, which gets him space and time to shoot the ball. And when he gets that space and time, he has great confidence to let it fly.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
It's going to be Simon shooting. It goes on Josh Giddey. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I really like how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Hornets will definitely be a factor. He scored 17 points, and it was fun watching him get after it on the glass as well as on defense. He's been on a real hot streak of late, and I think everyone wants to see just how long he can keep this up. Guys?
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. He took command, and Greg really led the fight for his team.
You like someone who's willing to take control, but then again, tonight could turn out to be a different story.
Yeah, so now the question is, can he do it again? Playing like that consistently is not easy.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. And Craig, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Here's Brown, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
That free throw good from Brown.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best big. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Sam Hauser's checked in for Derek White. And it's Pritchard in for Anthony Simons.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Dosunmu.
2 minutes.
Back to White. He's looking for MP and finds him. 6 for 6. He's met the miss from the field.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Pass to Queta. Just 5 to shoot. Up again, and it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Dosunmu, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more. So in Chicago, with a 21-point lead to
First half, with the score, the Celtics 22, Chicago 43.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
Taking a look at the Bulls. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Dosumu is out there with Buzelis. And it's MP in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that one's good. Tatum's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Celtics. Pass to White. And it's blocked. White with it. He's picked up by White. Brown deciding where to go with it. White finds Brown. Driving in, and the dunk by Brown.
Well, that's excellent initiative by Brown. Seeing a lane open up and attacking it.
Giddey the pass to MP. And so it looks like the Bulls really take possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Kevin?
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. To the inside, Brown. Gets it done inside.
Terrific finish there for Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Floats it up for MP. That shot, no good.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And sometimes Dan lost in everything he has done for his team. So it's the Celtics now. 8-point game. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5. And the rejection by MP. White against White. Dosumu's shot is off. Outside White. Simons on the wing. Brown dishes to Tatum. Pass to White. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Simons from outside. Nice defense from Giddey. Inside. Dosumu, shot's good. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Dosumu with the jam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Brown the pass to Tatum. And here's White. Offside Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Outside White. With the teardrop. Takes it off the glass.
Right to the hole. White was ready for anything that came his way.
Down low. Here's Kata. Sinks that one from the post.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
It's Giddey with the drive. Ferocious swat.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Here's White. It's blocked. They recover it. They get it back. Here's Keita, and they'll get another chance. Giddy against Simon. Missed it, even after all those chances. Pass to Giddy. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Now, Buzelis. MP inside. Wide on it. They get it again.
なんそれ何回やんの
The Bulls lead by 14.
How about the person?
何回やんのそれこれはね視点変えようカメラマンの視点ないかな。どの視点だ。こうか。こうだね。あれこれミスって拾ってもう一回行ってさらにもう一回まだ拾えるこれも拾ってこう粘りがすごい。
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 14. 1:56 left in the fourth. And with this break in the action, let's take a look at our player of the game.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. Richard comes in for Anthony Simons. Dosunmu, the pass to MP. That's a basket. His eighth from the field, 8 of 14.
ちなみにブロックは4ついてる。
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Outside, White. The kick out to Tatum. From anywhere, anytime, Tatum.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Here's White. Offensive rebound. MP.
Boston foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Bulls.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. So long, everyone.
どうするよね、多分。なかったっけ？あ、わからないの。曲線反転とかしかないから。ファウリングがわからない。で、これは選ばれてないね。つけられるか？空中がまずしついた。あともうちょっとでポストロックダウンつけられる。あれないね。ペイントバトルオーダー見つけたい。42000遠すぎて。いつオールスター？オールスター行っちゃいそうじゃん。選ばれないか。しょうがない。おっと、これ消しとかないとまた言われちゃうやつだね。23得点。効率よ。で、ライジングオールスター。ライジングオールスターぐらい出れるでしょ。昔の、いや、長袖ブルーズいっちゃおうか。
In 2K for creating space. For a hesitation escape, hold the right trigger and move the right stick in the same direction as your dribbling hand. Escape crosses can be done by holding the right trigger and moving the right stick the opposite direction as your dribbling hand. To perform a crossover combo, hold the right trigger and quickly move the right stick left to right or right to left. This will trigger your player's signature escape double crossover or escape hesitation crossover.
Now let's meet the visiting Chicago Bulls. At small forward.
And a look at the Bulls starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. MP is out there with Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward. And for Houston, in the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Jayshawn Tate out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the 5 down low. Stan, when you have these back-to-back games, it must force you to alter your approach a little.
Well, Kevin, you got to manage minutes more carefully to not burn guys out. But really, if you can get the first one, it takes a little pressure off the back end.
And stolen by Giddey. MP passes to Dosunmu. That one drops for us.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now, here's Şengün. He can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Now, here's Dosunmu. Tate covering. Banked in off the glass.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Van Vliet. Last game out, he had 14. He can't get that one. Nice defense from Giddey. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent
that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Their initial free throws of the game right here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Dosunmu, the pass to Giddey. Stolen by Thompson. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so Thompson nails both of them. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Giddey. Shoots over Van Vliet. And Giddey gets it to go.
That's a key make for Giddey. I think the mid-range fits him well, and defenses normally give him that shot.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Eason. Giddey surveying the D. MP, and it's denied. And here is Tate. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in, and that one good.
Once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here. They come into this one foul.
どんな感じ？勝ててるところないね。
Giddey with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, and look, he came up huge defensively, grabbing 4 steals during the game.
So for Chicago right now, at the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Brugel is out there with Dosunmu. And it's MP in at the 5 spot. Şengün with a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. Giddey the pass to MP. To the paint. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. MP's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago. MP's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. Capella inside. No good.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
MP passes to Giddey. Lets the 3 fly. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And for Houston, they're shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Now, here's Tate. He's covered closely. And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Şengün. Over MP. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by MP. Bounce pass Tate. Thompson inside the line. The offensive rebound. And Şengün is right there.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
On the wing, MP. Thompson right side. Pass to Şengün. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
And Şengün knows when you don't have the ball, you have to stay ready to catch the fire.
Now, Dosunmu. Back to Giddey. Floats it up for MP. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Mavericks was tremendous. He ended up with 23 points, and that was a season high for him. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And that's how Chicago will retain possession. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for White. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's MP, and the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
That's tipped, stolen by Jones. Pass to Herter. Back to Jones, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. PA here about 3 levels score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Thompson passes to Okogie. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Herter. No good off the back of the rim. The Bulls leading by 5. Jones looking for an opening. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Eason. Got it. Good job in the low post. Eason's got his 2nd basket.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And they call an illegal screen here. 2 fouls for him now in the first half. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls. They lead by 1.
Chicago 24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Tari Eason is out there with Alpern Şengün. And it's Tate in at the 3. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. MP gets another look. And Thompson sends it back.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Eason passes to Şengün. And that one good. 10 points for Şengün.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Outside, White. Clock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You take a look at Thompson. Sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, Kevin. There's a resemblance to Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Guys, back to you.
He is clearly on the rise. Thank you, Alan.
What an impact White makes, whether he has the ball in his hands or not.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Rockets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Now here's Dosumu. Jake covering. The shot's good. 14 points for MP.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Houston. So the Bulls 5 right now. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. MP is out there with Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. Here's Giddey. Pass to Dosunmu. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And Şengün gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And that game against Brooklyn, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Van Vliet finds Easton. Shoots over Dosumu. Again, the Rockets score.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
And it's White missing. Rockets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Here's Şengün.
Well, Şengün is a dual center, but tonight it's been about his scoring.
Outside, White to the middle. Here's MP. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Capella. 5 on the clock. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there. He's hoping to add to it.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tate's checked in.
2 minutes.
Van Vliet passes to Easton. Şengün, no good. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's MP. Hits the layup after the sweep up fake and frees the lead. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Well, because he's a good scorer, White attracts attention, and that creates passing.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Floats it up for MP. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And it's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
1:14 left here in the 4th quarter. Bucket is good. Şengün's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Giddey against Van Vliet. And Giddey gets it to go.
Wow, they needed that that from
また
Josh
守るから
Giddey.
頑張って
Huge basket.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets.
そうそうそうそう。はい、見て。
Pass to Şengün. Here's Tate. 5 to shoot. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure? Count it.
That's
完璧じゃないですか。
when the D doesn't fight over
完
the screen.
璧なスクリ
Yeah,
ーン
it's
じゃないで
certainly
すか。
worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 2. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
Well, we have a chance now, a recap of one of the standout performances of our game, earning our player of the game.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Ali LaForce on the sideline.
Right before the break, I listened to him in Yoga's huddle, and Coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control. Play our game. The rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
Ali, thank you so much.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try this in the game.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
At the line for the Bulls.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 4. 12 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Shooting for Chicago.
No luck that time either.
あかんあかん。
Van Vliet finds Şengün. Eason gets a wide open look. Misses the shot. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game.
With your score.
They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks.
コンタクトレイアップ、アリウープダウン、アリウープレイアップ。
For Greg Anthony, Ali LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see
いいじゃんいいじゃん。今の球稼いでる。
Benches and BMs now. Lights don't make no sense now. Fall back too close. You ain't even know me.
じゃあプレイしていきましょうか。
Way back from the north.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. And tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Harden and Dunn, they man the backcourt. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. And it's Zubats in at the center position. And for Chicago, Giddey is the one, with White by his side at the 2. Ayo Dosunmu out there with MP. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. These are two teams with a clear identity, Grant. Defense is their backbone.
Oh, B.A., I don't expect to see many easy buckets between these two defenses. They're disciplined, hard-working, and gritty. And, of course, they make you work for everything.
Giddey against Harden. Giddey passes to Dosunmu. Back to Giddey. 6 to shoot. 13 feet out. Here's MP. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
Foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Here's Vucevic, coming off a 12-point game. Back to Giddey. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
Leonard right side. Double team on Leonard. MP against Collins. Over MP. Collins, no good.
Big time effort, denying that one. Playing the game with real force and passion.
Vucevic, great D that time from Zubats.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
Leonard passes to Zubats. Dunn left side. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Well, he is a legit 7 feet tall, so how hard can it be for Zubats to find the rim? I mean, he's already up there.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, it seems like the entire Western Conference looked to bolster their front courts last offseason, and the Clippers were no different. Between trading for John Collins and signing Brook Lopez, they have substantially fortified their front line with size and skill.
A heavy veteran roster. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. And here's Collins for 3, and it's Giddey with a rebound.
They're a little slow out of the gates, just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Knocks it loose. Zubats with the steal. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's White. Here's MP. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Williams comes in for Dosunmu. Herder's checked in for White. And it's Jones in for Giddey. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Collins. Brown, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Chris Paul in for James Harden.
You know, he's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Jones in the post. He's guarded by Paul. Here's MP. Tries again. The shot off that time. Batum with the defensive effort. Brown looking around. From downtown. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Here's Herder. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
スタートしてくださいだけで俺は本当の話。こ 人数っていくつあんの？アグレッシブだな。
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Collins outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so in the game for the Clippers, Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Harden and Dunn, they man the backcourt. And it's Zubats in at the center position.
And one thing I love about White's game, he scores on all 3 levels. He is not afraid at all to go inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Nets delivered in a major way. He added 11 points, and a lot of his teammates' baskets came off of his feeds. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
And the Bulls making a change here. Jones is checked in. Harden, the pass to Collins. MP out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dunn.
Oh, great effort. Right all up in your grill on D.
The shot by Dunn, no good.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Dunn right side. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Dicing up the defense with his speed, Chris Dunn has extraordinary handling.
Jones against Harden from 12 feet and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Clippers lead by 3. Up top, Dunn, covered by MP. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one's on Zach. And we're through the first half of play here at...
That's the end of the first half with the score, Chicago 30, the Clippers 34.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One guy who's been getting it done is Derek Jones.
He's making his mark in more ways than the box score indicates. I know that much.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling, all the time.
They've got Desumu, Kevin Herter out there with Kobe White. Then it's MP, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Harden, the pass to Zubats. And stolen by Herter. And here comes the break. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact, and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Since we have a chance, let's see the player of the week for the Western Conference. James Harden.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
The Bulls trail by 5. Dosunmu outside. Pass to MP. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Leonard with the ball. Now Herder defending. And then Harden with the jam.
An aggressive move from Harden at the hoop. Really good to see him take it to the defense like that.
White finds MP. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Stolen by Collins. Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Thank you. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella so you can catch and finish." Guys, back to you.
Terrific report. All right, Ali, thanks for the report.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Harden against White. Herder up top. Dosunmu outside. Shot clock at 6. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers lead by 9. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Leonard can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's White. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Harden. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game.
Well, I think White was using his quickness there, and the defense just wasn't ready for him.
And this will be his third and fourth free.
しかもガードとそれで頑張んないと試合にならないのよ。いいじゃん。5点差。あるよ。スタミナ全開してる。
And White has got the ball here for the Bulls. Trailing by 5. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Collins at power forward. Zubac in the middle. James Harden out there with Chris Paul. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
White can't hit. The Clippers lead by 5. Now Paul. Good defense by Dosunmu. White, the pass to MP. Back to White. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. White can really get up. I mean, he enjoys showcasing his athleticism.
Kicks it out to Collins.
Alright,
MP with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Done. He's checked in for Paul. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Dosunmu. Oh, gonna take more than that to stop Kawhi.
You know, a little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
White, the pass to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Harden surveying the D. Back to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board.
Zubac is a legit 7-footer now. He's got good physicality as well. Presents a lot of problems inside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Harden with it. Now Herter defending. Here's Dunn.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Good work defensively by White. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
Trey Jones.
Herter against Leonard. It doesn't go for him. Ooh, some solid defense from Herter to the paint. Here's Jones. And Collins with the big block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. The Clippers making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Chicago passing it around. Now here's White, defended by Dunn. MP shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Bulls have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Herter finds MP. And
yes,
sir! As he's fouled. It'll be 3 points. Free throws.
フリースロー決めるだけ。いや最高じゃないですか。マジマジ。
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
The hoop looked about 4 feet wide for him tonight. I mean, his shooting was so dialed in. It really allowed for him to score the ball just over and over throughout the game.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. Coach kept it calm but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play hard game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what you've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
They're ahead for now, but that miss could come back to bite them.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Harden from outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Let's go to the sideline and hear some news about Josh Giddey. What's the status, Ellie?
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer for the Bulls. Unfortunately, from the sound of things, it looks to be a torn calf muscle. We should not expect to see him back on the floor anytime soon. Unfortunately, it's not the news they were hoping for. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report.
It's always so tough to see a player get hit with this kind of setback. You know, they dedicate so much time and energy and effort to their craft. My hope and prayer is that he has a smooth recovery.
And it's in.
All
right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Chicago?
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident. In the biggest moment of the game, yes.
Nice count.
Harden against Jones. And he lobs it up. Money.
And the confidence Collins has is impressive. Doesn't feel any pressure taking these big shots.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what you do? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different.
めちゃめちゃ3ブロック。
Early game free throws in terms of making.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here's Collins. That one a little long. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. Good on first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. Outside Harden. Launches it. No good there. So it's the Bulls taking the W in a close one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Too close, you ain't even know me. Trust my butterfly, way back from the north. It's the Indio, spinning like they owe me.
3つけられるのに
Gotta stay late.
4キリは80っていう手もあるのか。いくつ？おいけてるか？いけてる。いや、これはいくよ。ごめんね、今もう初期値で戦うのはやめるよ。楽しいからもう一試合やっちゃう。やらせてやらせて。ブルズが浮上できるかな。危ねえ、間に合った。
Owen Williams. Jones is out there with Kobe White. And it's MP in at the 5, roaming the paint. Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible roadblocks could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Jones. Here's a Okoro, and the rejection by LeBron. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And Chicago has possession. Here's MP.
a little disjointed to start this game, missing 3 of their first 4 shots already.
Here's Reeves. Basket good.
Yeah, I tell you what, when Reeves is focused in, I mean, he's tremendous.
And coming into this season, J.J. Redick and the Lakers, Clark, emphasizing the importance of championship-level conditioning.
Well, hard to see that as directed at anyone other than Luka Doncic. That's one of the criticisms of Luka, his conditioning and his lack of effort defensively. This was a big question when they traded for him. Could they convince him to make the conditioning commitment necessary?
Play on the clock. On the basket by Jones.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Sometimes it's the little things you do. Ayton with a timely pump fake gets himself to the line.
Ayton hits them both. The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Williams. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Now, here's Okoro to the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. MP, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Ayton. Nails the baby hook.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Here's White. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Reeves. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's Ayton. And the rejection by MP. Williams finds Jones. And MP with the basket on the assist by Jones. MP's got his second basket of the game. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Substitution on the court.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. MP is out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic, then it's White, and it's Okoro in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Chicago leading by 3. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Celtics gave them an edge. He ended up with 12 points, and he was able to provide some stout defense on that end of the court, too. He was incredible, which at this point we've come to expect. Guys, he's always on a mission.
Allie, we appreciate the update. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
You know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Bulls making a switch here. Terry's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Vanderbilt's checked in for DeAndre.
2 minutes.
Right the pass to Okoro. MP kicks to Okoro. LeBron with the block.
We've said it since day one. LeBron is a force on both ends of the floor.
The shake. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Hachimura.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
And the dunk by MP.
Oh,
and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Terry lays it up off the glass. Terry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
We haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. An up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense. A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Williams finds White. And the shot goes down. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And the first half is now in the books. Bulls lead by 11. And we'll get going.
The Lakers 25. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So for the Lakers right now, Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. Reeves in at shooting guard. James is the small forward. And it's Doncic in at the point. And here's Reeves outside. And Jones pulls it down. The Bulls leading by 11. Here's a Okoro. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
On defense, the Bulls, this is the most they've led by 13 points. LeBron kicks to Ayton. He gets it in there. And that's now 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Outside Williams. Jones up top. Okoro dishes to MP. It's White on the wing. He's defended by Reed. Just 3 to shoot. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, James. Covered by Okoro. To the inside. And the officials call for a 3-second violation.
And just a little...
完璧に止め切ったレイカーズを。
Here's White. MP outside. Outside Williams. And he uses the glass on the lane. Williams has got his 2nd basket of the night.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and here we go. Okoro's got it. The fast break chance. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. And he makes the first. Chicago making a switch here.
At the line for the Bulls.
And both free throws good for Okoro.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's White. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Chicago Bulls.
58. Los Angeles.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. White is out there with the Coral. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Williams. And it's MP in at center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Ayton, the pass to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by MP.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
We'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Bulls.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and...
For a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
Outside, White. With nobody on him, he carries the jumper. White's got 8 points in the quarter.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Doncic, good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Floats it up for MP. The shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's White. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Boy, you can't say enough about his effort on the boards. He helped them in the battle of possessions all game long.
Terry's checked in for Kobe White. Here's MP.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call. Simple.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smart on the wing. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Terry. And here's MP for 3. And the miss. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
ナイスゲームだったっすね。 ナイスでした。いやー、やったね。ビジュアルにもつけたいけど、バイスグリップマジで強いかな。7、10で16だけど1個外せるみたいな感じだもんね。無限レンジなんてつけてどうするん？意外と安い。タイブランク。もういいじゃないですか。111。36分カスタード。116。オフェンスリバウンド24。ジェイレン・スミンうまい。ブロックはウェンビーを超えて1位ね。いいじゃん。キッチか。点低い。バロンしない。必要時間も短い。スリーポイント15も成功してんのかい。いいじゃん。そういうことで。終わりです。お疲れ様でした。